Is in an alleged PPP loan scheme, also known as the Paycheck Protection Program.
The program was created during the COVID-19 pandemic to help businesses struggling financially. 13 Action News reporter Alexis Means has the details, all new at 6.
The federal court documents claim Daniel Hitland from Erie County is facing federal charges for alleged bank fraud and money laundering of millions in COVID-19 pandemic relief funds. He's accused of submitting 3 false Paycheck Protection Program, also known as PPP loan applications. Federal agents claim Hitland received more than $2.5 million for his businesses, Sailor Sales, LLC, and Daniel Robert Hitland, DRH. He allegedly used the money to buy an $89,000 Escalade, a $49,000 Corvette, $20,000 in Rolex watches, and 2 properties for $418,000 with the pandemic relief money. PPP loans were part of a federal program to provide financial help to business owners struggling financially, suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic. Investigators claim Hitland lied about the number of employees and payroll on loan applications by submitting false payroll documents with his applications. He will be required to forfeit all the property he allegedly bought with the money. Daniel Hitland will face a judge on Monday. In Toledo, Alexis Means, 13 Action News.
And we reached out to Daniel Hitland's lawyer, but he has yet to return.
What's up, you two? I'm back with another one. I had to talk about this subject because it was dear to me in a certain ways, because when it was going on, we was so many people spending money, and I was wondering, where does money coming from? And they were saying it's this PPP loan. I said, oh, it's a loan from the government or something? They said, yeah, it's a loan. I said, no, I'm straight on that because I want to pay it back. No, you don't got to pay it back. I said, wait a minute. If it's a loan, don't you got to pay it back? But people's getting this money. I was seeing people going shopping, buying cars, TVs. You know how we like to go. We could buy TV screens. Now I'm sitting back like, man, I want to do it, but I'm scared. But I'm gonna sit back and wait and watch. And time went by. Then you start hearing loan forgiveness. I'm like, start just regretting, like I should just did. I should have took the chance, just got my little 20, 40,000, however much they was getting. Then time went by and the government answered.
Hi, looking for Lonna Wiggins? My name's Myra with ABC 13.
Tuesday afternoon, we went to a home in Cyprus that court documents state 37-year-old Lonna Wiggins purchased using money she received from the CARES Act. The document says Wiggins received about $3.7 million after submitting 2 PPP loan applications for businesses known as Wiggins and Grams Enterprises, LLC, and Pink Lady Line. The documents state she used the funds to make lavish personal purchases, this home allegedly being one of them.
Hi, looking for Lonna Wiggins?
She's not here.
She's not here?
When someone finally came to the door, I asked this woman about the allegations that Wiggins supposedly purchased 2 homes using federal funds meant for business use.
This house and apparently a house for her mom. Is that you?
No.
You're not her mother?
No.
The court documents go on to mention just how much money she spent and on what. Here's just a few listed in detail in these court documents. Over $78,000 on a 2020 Land Rover, over $25,000 at Saks Fifth Avenue, over $12,000 at Hermes, over $64,000 at Chanel, and $204,000 for a business in Houston, nearly $700,000 for a home in Cyprus, and over $248,000 for a home in Katy.
Is there a time that she will be coming home?
Actually, she hasn't called me today, so I'm not sure when she's coming back.
And how are you related to her?
That doesn't matter.
We never got a straight answer from the person who opened the door. We did see her moments later get in an SUV and leave. Wiggins has been charged with bank fraud, making a false statement to a bank, and money laundering. She faces up to 30 years in federal prison.
What she got $3.7 million. Can you say that? $3.7 million. My question is this. Why are you putting all that stuff in your name? Like you just got the money off a lottery or something, or you did it honestly. Now, I'm not trying to teach nobody how to steal or anything like that, but if I did do it, I would be going about it a different way. I wouldn't be putting everything in my name and spending money in my name and going. They have lists of stuff what she spent on because of her name. They see what she got in her name. It's simple as that. $3.7 million is life-changing money. That's me personally. I would have took a flight. You want to see me no more? Name been changed. I've been somewhere overseas. I mean, 3.7 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Loan.
Justin, all the data on who receives these loans is publicly available. We've been looking through it and looking at some of these companies that are registered with the Secretary of State and don't have an online presence. We wanted to find them and ask them a simple question. What does your company do? Turns out that wasn't so simple. I'm trying to reach Money Ain't a Problem Entertainment.
Oh, Alexa. Okay.
Is that you?
No, it isn't. He's at work.
We went to this Gwinnett County home looking for a company that received more than $22,000 in federal Paycheck Protection Program payments. We couldn't find Money Ain't a Problem Entertainment registered with the Georgia Secretary of State or active online. He received a PPP loan and we can't find any record of the business existing. So I'm just trying to understand what it is.
Oh, see, I don't know.
We dug through thousands of pages of PPP data and found that more than 553,000 PPP loans were handed out in Georgia, totaling more than $24 billion just in Georgia. But we know that tens of millions of dollars of that money here in Georgia went to fake companies trying to steal your tax dollars.
I was laughing at the name. Money Ain't a Problem Entertainment. I guess that's a lie, just like your whole business, because it's a lie. They caught you by your name. They caught you. I'm telling you, they looking at everything, and we just be clueless. Money ain't a problem. Let's get this money entertainment. Hustlers don't sleep. All that they gonna get you, bro. They gonna get you. And he got for what, 20-some thousand. So he might can pay that back, but who knows? But it's just the way we going about these things. And I promise you, now when I keep looking at these stories, I'm glad I didn't do it. And at the time, my pockets was dry. When I say dry. So, I mean, to each his own.
Now only on to fraud with the Paycheck Protection Program keeps growing at one South Suburban police department. A Markham police officer quit the force after the Fed shined the light on her PPP loan application.
The officer is accused of forging tax documents for a fake catering company. Let's get right to CBS 2's Jermont Terry live in Markham. And Jermont, she's not the only officer under investigation for fraud.
Yeah, Joe and Erica, as it stands tonight, city leaders know of 3 officers who are under the radar of the feds for PPP fraud. That includes that one officer who, after 12 years on the force, stepped aside to avoid some jail time. Rayshonda Lewis served the people of Markham as a police officer full-time since 2011. Yet last month, she quickly resigned.
The city welcomed that resignation.
That's correct.
Officer Lewis stepped away from her $83,000 a year job because, according to federal documents, she applied for a PPP loan for $20,000 and submitted false and fabricated documents, including IRS forms claiming she owned a catering business, which grossed $97,000 during 2020. Yet the feds say Lewis knew none of the foregoing facts were true.
To have someone wearing a badge to take advantage of a program, that's concerning.
Markham City Administrator Derek Champion says the federal government first contacted the city about their probe of Lewis in December, and within weeks, she struck a deal.
She resigned at that point.
The federal case against Lewis is sealed, but through an open records request CBS 2 submitted to Markham, we're able to show the documents the feds provided to the city. They include the agreement Officer Lewis signed where she admits to breaking the law, but she avoids jail time and a conviction on her record if she completes 80 hours of community service with probation.
Did you expect it to be this bad?
I expected it to be this bad.
That's because Lewis isn't the only officer in Markham under investigation for PPP fraud.
I'm trying to figure out why your lawn care service is not registered as a licensed business with the city of Markham.
That's Officer Kenneth Muldrow in 2021 after CBS 2 uncovered he applied for a PPP loan with the police station's address.
You still have one officer still working, Kenneth Muldrow, who is still under probe.
That's correct.
A third officer transferred to a new police department.
We have identified those individuals that have a watchful eye from the federal government they're under the microscope.
Now you see people who you never would thought would ever try to apply for this, and it's getting serious now. You've seen professional people with careers who risking it all for this loan, and I don't get it. They make good money. You feel like they should have a life. Some people be envious of those people who have these careers, but yet they still try. I mean, just the thought of thinking you're going to get by with some free money, and that word free money, it don't even go in the same wavelength, because ain't nothing free out here, especially money. You got to do something for something, and y'all trade your career for some so-called free money.
But wait, there's more.
Right now, an NFL player has been arrested as part of a federal fraud investigation. Janice is in our newsroom now with the details on this one. Janice.
Well, Calvin, that player is part of the New York Jets, and now federal investigators say he and others filed PPP loan applications for more than $24 million. Josh Bellamy of St. Petersburg has now been charged with wire and bank fraud, in addition to conspiracy to commit wire and bank fraud. Investigators say he conspired with others to obtain millions of dollars in fraudulent PPP loans. Bellamy allegedly got more than $1 million for his own company, Drip Entertainment. They say he then bought $104,000 worth of luxury goods from designers like Dior and Gucci. They also allege he spent more than $62,000 of the loan at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino here in Broward. He's accused of trying to get PPP loans for family members and associates.
Hope y'all like my video. Fair use, had to say that, fair use. But I'm still working out the kinks. I'm trying to get back into it. I've been out for a while. Life was lifing, as for everybody else to do. But as more as I do it, I'm having fun. I'm getting used to it. I'm gonna switch it up. But I'm glad y'all joined me. Peace.
Me some shit. I need the world to tell me if this true. He say if you did a PP loan, the federal government got a new thing where you got 8 weeks to send a letter in to apologize. And the charges, they ain't gonna give you the charges.